Oh, this old thing, child. Don't worry about it. What's going on, lovely saints of the church? This is Mr. 6'8" coming at you with a new video, and I'm here to sit here and talk about Pastor Jamal Bryant, okay? And by the way, Pastor Jamal Bryant, newsflash, right side up, not upside down. Let's get into it. I got a lot to say. All right, y'all. So as you all know by now, baby, is the microphone on? Do it talk out loud? Is the microphone on? Well, do it talk out loud? Because clearly, Pastor Jamal Bryant's microphone yesterday wasn't saying too much of anything, but some bullshit is what it was saying. Nonetheless, y'all, let's get right on into it. So as you all know by now, Pastor Jamal Bryant, that's y'all pastor, by the way, not my pastor, just saying. Nonetheless, though, Pastor Jamal Bryant made a video yesterday, or was it the day before? I don't know. I lose track of days. Basically, defending his character because he felt a little hit by Monique and her receipts. Well, Pastor Jamal Bryant, you said you was the cash register, but clearly you didn't have change for a 5, 10, or 20. Because when it all boils down to it, I really think that you and Giselle are both lying and full of shit. I'm just sitting here and saying. First off, let's sit here and start and go back to episode 1 of season 5, Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so y'all saw that, right? I just want to see and let you know y'all saw that, right? So my point in showing that clip was to sit here and let the people know that it was obvious, it was stated at the beginning of Potomac on season 5 that Giselle Bryant and Pastor Jamal Bryant was going to work things out. Now, when we saw this clip, if you looked at it, she said that her husband, let me sit here and bring up my receipts, okay? She said her husband or ex-husband, boyfriend, side piece, whatever you want to call him, 2-piece and a biscuit, I don't know, hell. I left home, baby, to be with my side piece. But she said that he was a cheater, pumpkin eater. Basically saying that Jamal Bryant used to sit here and get down with the nilly willy. Okay? He used to be all googly moogly down at the hole in the wall. Okay? He used to sit here and go around basically sitting here and saying, hey, Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is? Hey. About the possibility. Hey, Mr. Sexy Man. That's what all the ladies were saying to him. That was his theme song back in the day, okay? That was his theme song. But I'm basically trying to get at is that, okay, so we obviously we know from that clip that these two supposedly was trying to work something out. Because if you just stay with me, you're going to see why I'm mentioning this. Let me take a little sip now. Hold on. Glory, hallelujah. So if you notice, she said they was trying to work things out. You know, he's going to be a man. Man going to do what man going to do. But she's going to see if he's going to change. When the producer asked her, you know, what makes this time different. I just want y'all to put a pin tack in that and just let that marinate for a second. Okay, now let's go and look at Pastor Jamal Bryant's clip of where he mentioned that you can't have a mistress if you're single. Take a look.
I dated a young lady in New York. In case you all missed it, I've been divorced for 11 years. And single people date. And when you date, sometimes it works and sometimes it didn't. In this instance, it didn't. Nothing immoral, illegal, or unethical took place. It did not work out. There is some clarity that needs to happen. I'm not married. I'm not engaged. So some of you have a strange relationship with language. You can't have a mistress while you're single. So I never.
I think I need to take another sip off that. So basically, what it all boiled down to is that Pastor Jamal Bryant was not claiming Giselle whatsoever in his 20-minute rant that he did to do damage control for his character that he felt like was being torn down on part 1 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I say all that to sit here and say that clearly one or two things is either going on here. One, either Giselle or Jamal Bryant is bullshitting us, and this is all just for a storyline, and ain't nothing really sitting here and going on in between them, and it just was strictly a mutual thing for Giselle to sit and have a source of income because we know that her ass ain't working. Okay, that could be the case. Or two, it could be the case that Giselle really likes this man, and she either is sprung, maybe he got some good pipe, I don't know. That ain't for me to sit here and find out, but I'm just sitting here and saying maybe she's into him and maybe she's blinded, okay, by love, and maybe she's claiming him, but he ain't claiming her, because clearly in the video, as we saw on the other day, Jamal Bryant was not claiming Giselle Bryant, okay? He didn't claim her then. I don't think he claimed her at the beginning, and I don't think he's ever going to sit here and claim her. Why? Because we all know that Jamal Bryant has a reputation, a strong reputation for slinging that unholy piece of meat, okay? It's been all out in the streets at this point. I mean, you sit here and told us, Jamal Bryant, that, you know, we can't judge you on your present by your past actions, but you have made it very clear that, for one, you never denied that there was not another woman. And you simply stated that you are free to single and mingle and do however you please, even though we have receipts on our side where this woman, your ex-wife or your side piece or whatever else you want to call it, is clearly claiming you, but you ain't claiming her. So somebody lying somewhere. My grandma always said that a lie don't care who tell it, okay? And you got this side of the truth, that side of the truth, and somewhere in the middle the two meet. So which one is it, okay? Is y'all just sit here and trying to save Giselle's job at Real Housewives of Potomac, and that's the reason why all of this stuff is going on? Or did feelings get involved and shit just hit the fan, and now we are left with this? Nonetheless, y'all, to go even further and more, as if that wasn't enough, it has been allegedly stated that, you know, the members of New Birth are not pleased. Now, let's sit here and take a step back in the time just to catch y'all up to speed. If you recall, Pastor Eddie Longstroke, rest in peace, went through a scandal at New Birth as well. And basically he was accused of long stroking young boys, dying up to the pulpit and the altar, doing God knows what, buying them, okay, Beamers, Bentleys, Escalades, Cadillacs, Birkin bag me, okay, all kind of stuff, okay? They was living off him. In the words of Mama Joyce, he was eating off you. He was living off you.
And my hard work, my getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, making sure she had the best. Hello.
Do you work now?
Oh, no, I don't have to.
You don't have to?
No.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, and that's exactly what it was. After they went through that whole scandal, you know, Eddie Longstroke decided to sit here and come on stage, and I actually went to the sermon that he had when he basically was defending himself with his wife standing by his side, basically saying in a nutshell that, you know, he got all of these stones, referring to the biblical text, and he has yet to sit here and throw a stone, meaning that he ain't got nothing to sit here and hide, and he has yet to sit here and have to at the time defend himself. With that being said, the members of New Birth, as you all know, stood by him because as with any pastor, we stand by our pastor even in their wrongdoings, which is not right to me. But hey, who am I to judge? Once again, I'm not playing judge and jury. I'm just sitting here and saying that typically whenever scandals happen, we typically see that the members of the congregation, the sheep, follow the pastor regardless of the wrongdoing, and the pastors are easily forgiven, which is the problem that I have with church. Because see, we have a tendency to sweep stuff under the rug, okay? And we have a tendency to sit here and make the word fit our needs as it pertains to us. But when it comes to somebody else, though, we're quick to sit here and throw stones, okay, at a glass house. And you know, I just don't understand the reason that after going through all of that mess at New Birth, why would New Birth want to sit here and bring on another man, supposedly of the cloth, okay, that clearly had a long ass track record in the social media world of doing all kinds of breaking the 10 commandment things, okay? Doing all kinds of stuff. You knew the man had a problem, okay? You knew the man was out here sitting here and slanging it left and right. You knew the man was out here having a good googly moogly every time Sister Mary sat on the front row at his previous church. You knew that it was stuff already going on. You knew he probably had different holes and different zip codes, but yet y'all brought him into New Birth anyways. I just don't understand. Somebody please help me to understand, why would you hop from the frying pan to the skillet, okay? Why would you sit here and swap the switch from the broom? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Why even put yourselves through another scandal that you knew could potentially be another stain on the church? And you know, I actually like New Birth as far as the church is concerned part. Now, the pastors is a whole different situation. But when the stuff happened with Eddie Long, you know, I wasn't really here for it. And to be honest, it really didn't surprise me, because we see it all the time. Pastors going up in pulpits, preaching the word of God, doing all kind of stuff. And then when night falls, they in the back alley behind somebody's damn dumpster, damn getting the dick sucked or whatever else you want to sit here and do at night behind the alley, okay? They was basically sit here and having a what they would call it, a fleshly moment, okay, is what it was. So now here it is, fast forward. Here it is, yet again, New Birth is being put into the middle of stuff that they shouldn't have to be put into the middle of. It's bad when your pastor just can't sit here and be a pastor and a human being of a church, yet instead he got to have his life and dirty laundry aired all over social media because of choices that he made. Choices that he made, keyword, that he made. These ain't choices that somebody else made. These are things that he did to himself. If he would learn to have self-control over that little wank in his pants, a lot of this stuff today would not even be going on, okay? We wouldn't even have the need for to be having damn binders that's turned upside down, okay, on lives. We wouldn't even have the need for all of that. But because we have a man, and we know that men are dogs, bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay, it just it's sad that it would come to a thing of where now New Birth is unfortunately being put in the crossfire again. And if they end up keeping this pastor on, which I feel like that they probably will, because according to his social media accounts, you know, his members are backing him up. Yes, that's my pastor. That's my pastor. He told y'all. He said that he said he live in Atlanta, but he from Baltimore. Don't get it straight, boo. That's my pastor. That's my pastor. That's my pastor. Okay? That's my pastor. Even though he's slinging dick, that's my pastor. Okay? Y'all mind y'all own business. Okay? See, church folks, I told you yesterday, you gotta watch for that. That's the stuff that gets you in trouble. Okay? And that's what done got him in trouble. It's acting like church folks. We wouldn't even be needing no damn binder. Okay? And then for him to sit here and go on a tirade talking about Monique's husband having CTE, isn't that a violation of HIPAA laws to be sitting here revealing somebody's medical condition and all kind of other stuff, talking about it so openly, and it was probably never meant for you to sit here and open your mouth from it in the first place? Like, did you really feel that threatened by a woman that you had to sit here and go that low below the belt? I mean, what's done in the dark will always come to the light. And I'm sure that Monique got skeletons in her closet. I'm quite sure Monique's marriage is not perfect either. But nonetheless, for a pastor to get on here with a damn upside down binder and show his ass talking about he a cash register, okay? And they got receipts, but he the cash register, even though his register empty and he can't even sit here and give nobody change for 20, 10s, and 5s, like the song say. But yet instead you want to sit here and talk, knowing good time well that pretty much all you was doing was trying to justify your actions rather than defending them, because you never did deny a lot of the stuff that's being accused of you. You just basically said that, hey, I'm a human for one, I'm single for second, and I can do whatever the hell I want, is basically what you would sit here and saying in so many words. I mean, that's what your spirit was saying. Nonetheless, though, y'all, do y'all think that he should step down from New Birth? That's the question I have, okay? And stay tuned for part 2 of the Potomac reunion coming up Sunday, I think at 9 p.m. Until next time, Mr. 6'8" coming at you. Always, is the microphone on? Do it talk out loud? Well, if it talk out loud, say hell yeah.